Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah, there you go. If it's noisy, it's because I'm on motorway. Oh, hang on. Didn't mean to do that either. Put music on. So it's Tuesday the 2nd today. Yep, that's right. Well, it should have been a really happy new year. So this is where we'd booked for a couple of days, so should be some nice pictures to the side. And then this is where I actually ended up between the hours of, what were it, 12:30 till 9 p.m. all that way. I don't know which way it'll be. So my mum had a fall on New Year's Eve, and she's ended up breaking her arm. So I was in hospital with her. We were actually sat in a corridor for 6 hours. 6 hours in a corridor because they were at capacity. Absolutely mental. But anyway, she's all good at home. So yeah, she'll be fine. Bad break, it'll take 4 to 6 weeks, I think, to heal, doctors said. So there we go. So that was my start to the new year. But worse for my mum, so you know, it is what it is. So last few days I've just been doing my normal stuff, just checking rents, keeping on top of maintenance issues. I think we've only had one put in. We did viewings as normal on Saturday. I think Worley Road was the only one that had any viewings. It had 5 booked in, or 6, and only 2 turned up. So yeah, we've heard this before, haven't we? But it is what it is. So today, even though I'm meant to be off for 2 weeks, but I'm not just having time off for the sake of taking time off. It's stupid. Going to do 4 houses now. Can't remember what they are exactly. I've just got them wrote down and I've just chucked them in my sat nav, so I'll know more when I actually get there and see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So it was end of month, start of a new month, and with it being bank holidays and the weekend and everything else, you can imagine the amount of rents that landed today were just ridiculous. But managed to get through all that this morning. It took an hour or so to do rents today because there were that many. I think we get about 20-30% of them, because it's most people get paid month end, so they like to have the rent pay dates on that day. So that's all done. Accounts have been done. All the banking's been done. I've paid all my various mortgages and all the other stuff that comes out. So yeah, that's all good. So we're just gonna do these houses now. God, I look really tired. Gonna do these houses now, and then that'll pretty much be it for the day. Got the kids tomorrow, so won't be doing anything tomorrow. And then I think I might do a few site visits, maybe Thursday, Friday. Just see how the week goes, really. So sort of getting back into doing a little bit more, but not doing full days. So a little bit more than what I have been doing, but yeah, it's only so long before being off is a bit boring, to be honest with you. But I've had a nice couple of days relaxing. It's been good. I'd say sorry, I'd say I feel recharged, but we got a bit drunk last night, so I don't feel recharged at all. So right, I'm off. I hope everyone had a great new year, and yeah, let's see what 2024 brings us, eh? Honestly, just got to Cross Street because the tenants meant to have moved out, and I've just got here and I can see a picture, you know, stuff on windowsill and whatnot, and then I've just realised I've spoke to the tenant this morning and they haven't moved out yet. They've asked for a few more days. God, I look so tired. Right, well, that were pointless, weren't it? Just drove here. Luckily, the next house that I'm going to is literally 2 minutes away. Anyway, right, off to the next one. So here we are at Hermitage Street in Rishton. I was literally driving past and thought, oh, I need to go in there. So there we go, we're here. So this is, it's an empty rental. They moved out just before Christmas. And it needs some, I think it needs a bit of roof works, which are booked in for next week. So what we'll do is, sorry, my head's not with it today at all. So yeah, there's a few little bits of touching up sort of in general, so you can see like dirty marks, you know, a little bit, just little bits of damage, really minor stuff to be honest with you. It's had a little bit of a leak at some point, so that just needs repainting and repainting. So the sort of big issue really is upstairs. So what we'll do is when the lads are back in work next week, we're still going to list the property because we can get it listed whilst we're having the bits done. So we can get all the touch-up painting done. But here's the main sort of. So you can see it's had a leak for a significant period of time. So roofer is in, he's booked in as I've said. We'll come in, at the moment these bad boys are drying everything out. So they'll extract all the moisture in the brickwork and in the, just everything in this room basically. It's got another one running in here because it's had a little bit. You can just see little bits of it there. Looks more like gutters to me, but I'm not a roofer. So yeah, we'll come in, redecorate where we need to, get the property ready for viewings. Then when the viewings take place, the roof will have been repaired. All this will look like new again. Everything will be dry. And then we can get a tenant in. I'm just switching all lights off. You can get a tenant in. These are brilliant, these, by the way. Got about 20 of them. So yeah, get the tenant found, get the tenant moving in while everything's, you know, finished off. And just reduce the sort of amount of time that we've got this property empty for the client. Which, you know, it's all about trying to keep those voids as short as possible. So yeah, it probably needs half a day, maybe a day's worth of touch-up decorating. So I will be listing this weekend for viewings on the following weekend. So I think it's about the 13th of January off the top of my head. But yeah, this is a 3-bed. I'm gonna say we might get in the 700s now for this. It's a good size, 2 reception rooms. Yeah, the kitchen isn't massive, but sort of general living area is really good. So yeah, I think I'll have to get online and sort of see what things are going for at the moment. but I think definitely in the 700s. So start getting this property earning for our client. Right, so off to Clayton Street now. Here we are at Clayton Street. So this is actually a property that one of our clients is selling. He's selling it through an agent. He's changing strategy. So he lives down south and he's basically selling what he had with us. And then I think he's doing some building houses or something down south. So it's on with an agent. And the sale's just fallen through because of roof issue. So as agents are absolutely useless, I told the client that I would come in and have a look for him and, you know, just make sure it's presentable and any little odds and sods have been done for him. So you can see here, that's a bit too zoom in. See that section there where the water's penetrated? So what we'll do is we'll knock that off for him, get it replastered and paint that. Where's the upstairs now? That's under the stairs. Let's have a look. And then upstairs, they're just, apart from, we're going to have to do a little bit with that downstairs. The rest of it's good, you know. Just needs a little bit of touch-up decorating, like there's a little bit of something there. You can sort of see it. So sand all that down and repaint it. We'll get some dehumidifiers in the rooms as well, because obviously there's been a previous leak. So we want to extract all the moisture. And then there's evidence up there of something at some point. So again, clean all that up, sand it down. Then just some little bits like, it's just a bit mucky that, isn't it? It just doesn't look nice. So clean all that up. Just get it cleaned up, touch of paint, you know, around there, needs another coat of paint. Freshen it, and then this room here, you can see again along this section here. So just going to get it all dried out to start with and then come back and have a look at it. I think it could do. We might end up taking the paper off, but yeah, just helping him out. Because unfortunately, agents don't seem to think. They don't have any brains. So yeah, there we go. So just a quick site visit for him again. Lads are back in work next week, so we'll get all that done for him. And then by the time he finds a new buyer, you know, we'll have had all the works done for him and he'll be ready to sell. Right, I'm off somewhere now. I think it's Burnley or Padiham. So I think Burnley first, then Padiham. Or maybe Padiham first, then Burnley. That makes more sense. So off we go. Welcome to the first site visit, well, for me anyway, of Ingham Street in Padiham. So we got the keys for this property just before Christmas. Matt's been on site and removed the kitchen because that's having a new kitchen. The waste lads have also been in and removed all the carpets and flooring. So yeah, that's where we are. So just a quick sort of walk through of this property. Gas fire, that's obviously going to be getting removed. New kitchen going in. We're going to remove these panels off the kitchen because they are hideously ugly. Some damp proofing works are needed there. We'll be going for like a little island. You can see the previous layout, so we'll probably keep it very similar. Entrance in and then a little U-shaped kitchen, so we can have a little bit of a breakfast bar. As ugly as they look, we will keep those in because it's about keeping costs to a minimum, and once they're painted up they'll actually look half decent. Same with this horrific thing there. Again, keeping costs, you know, where they need to be, because this is an investment and you're not living here. So once painted up it'll look fine. That as we come upstairs, we're taking the plaster off this section of ceiling here, boarding, re-skimming. And then let's have a look. So this is the first bedroom. Just tested the boiler, that's working fine. Really upstairs it's just lots of little things, so there's like pins in everything, screws, little marks in the ceiling. So I've no idea what they were doing in here. Like here, there's just pins everywhere. People are so strange. Then down the corridor to the bathroom. There's not really much going on in here. Again, just loads of little marks. Random bits of damage in the wall. It's very, very random. A couple of internal doors are needed, which seem to be missing. Then in the main bedroom again, just another random hole. Take the blinds out. That's pretty much it really. It's relatively straightforward, this one. So works will start next week. Mainly the damp proofing and removing of the panelling in the kitchen, and then going through and removing all these random screws and pins, and so I don't know how long that's going to take just to remove everything. So yeah, nice and easy this one. Probably 6 weeks maybe, depending on availability of trades, but should be able to plan in the decorating and carpets and get them booked in advance, so at least they'll be scheduled in. But pretty solid house. Minor, just this window needs replacing as well, the glass. So at some point someone's broke the window and used that side. So yeah, oh hang on, should we have a little look under here? Bloody hell, that's big. Yeah, it's just scruffy, just really, really scruffy. But once we're done, this will be a really nice rental property. Oh, and it does look like there's been some sort of leak at some point there. So let me have a think of the layout. The bathroom's actually at the back, so God knows what's caused that. So there we go. This is the first site visit for myself, and hopefully on our next visit there'll be a decent amount of change for you. If you're looking for a hands-free property investment opportunity, then why not get in touch with us? We handle your property sourcing requirements, we'll handle the property renovation, you know, we even handle the full management service for you. So if you're someone who's busy and you need someone to take over every element of the process for you, you just want to sit back and reap the rewards of passive income, then you know what, we can help you. We've been in this game now for 7 years, 200 properties, sourcing, renovation and management. So why not get in touch, have a chat and see if we can help you. Good morning, happy Sunday. Please excuse this exhausted look. Literally had to set my alarm for 7 a.m. today because I've got so much on. We are definitely back to work with a bang, so to speak. Look how tired I am. I can't even open my eyes. I'm only halfway through my first brew. But needs must, and time to get back to the real world, isn't it? Christmas is definitely over. Although to be fair, I have been fairly busy all week, so just sucks, doesn't it? Work. It's quite nice just being a little bit casual and only doing odds and sods, but you know, such is life. So just a quick summary then of this last week. Even though it's been New Year's week, obviously I've been working and doing stuff in the background. We have been conducting viewings still on properties. So we've had Belgrave advertised, Whalley Range advertised, and then I've had a tenant move out. I think it was about Wednesday this week on Kime Street. So got that one relisted. So we did viewings yesterday. I think Belgrave unfortunately only had one viewing booked in and they didn't turn up. Kime Street only had one viewing booked in and guess what? That's right, they didn't turn up. And then let's just get the viewing feedback for Whalley, because I had loads of people booked in, but I know again there's quite a few that didn't show up. So Whalley Road, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people booked in. So how many didn't show? The no-shows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 no-shows. 50%. Oh no, sorry. 41 Kime Street was running late and then couldn't turn up. So they're going to look at rearranging. So what was the feedback? We've got one adult with a child, full-time job, above income threshold, IVA from a marriage debt. So we've got 2 adults with a child, above income threshold, no CCJs, but one satisfied from 6 or 7 months ago, so that's potential. 2 adults working, above income, like the house. Ran through the application process. 2 adults, full-time job, above income, like the property, and we're planning every room. Seem very keen. That's interesting. And then last one was no to the property as the bedrooms were too small for them. So the potential is that at the start of this upcoming week, Whalley Road might be taken. So that's really good. Renovation side of the business, well, obviously I've been off, the trades have been off, so we haven't done anything. Excuse me. So that's that really, isn't it? Sourcing wise, even though it's been Christmas and New Year, offer accepted. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So really buzzing with that. Let me just get the sourcing tracker up. Really should have it all up, but I never do. So I'm sure we only sent this out so we sent its number, well, it's above, isn't it? There's no point in me telling you. I put the little picture up. So we only sent that out on the 20th of December. So that was the that was the Wednesday before Christmas. Sorry. And we've been working our way in the background. As soon as the agents opened, that property was viewed Monday with New Year, Tuesday or Wednesday, and yeah, got the viewing in, got the offer in, got the offer accepted for the client. Really good little purchase that. Turnkey property. Let's have a look. Excuse me, I shouldn't really drink tea while I'm talking. It makes me burp. Excuse me. It's been done by the council, this one. So originally listed back in August at 70k, reduced on the 19th of December to 60k. So it must have had a sale fall through, that one. Yeah, and the renovation works have been done by the council to get it up to scratch. So landlord will end up with a really good turnkey property there, which is nice. Burnley Council are really proactive. They are actually, I'm not just the good. Burnley always had an issue with a large amount of really poor quality properties, really bad reputation. But Burnley is definitely an up and coming place. I'm telling you, I've bought about 4 of them recently, and I'm looking to buy another property. Even though I said I weren't going to buy anything this year, I've now got the opportunity to get property number 26. So I'm currently going through remortgages on 3 properties that I've lent money off privately from clients. One of my clients emailed me back and just said, do you want to roll the money over and buy something else? So I said, yes, please. So, and the property's even on our sourcing tracker and no one showed any interest in it. And it's an absolute little diamond. So I'll probably do a separate video on it, explaining why it interests me, what I look at and things like that, because I'm amazed everyone's overlooked it. So I'm not even going to tell you any more about it. You can search through the sourcing tracker, see if you can find it. But if anyone requires, you're not having it, I am. So it's been on there for ages. So you snooze, you lose, or if you may, make some good money. Yeah, most definitely. So I didn't explain why I was up at stupid o'clock. It's because I've got a busy day. I'm out with a client today at 11 a.m. So client's come up from London. He's actually stayed over in a hotel last night. So I'm going to take him out around Rottenstall, Stackstead's Bake-Up. So there should be some images of the properties that we're going to view today. So it's basically just showing the client, the various scales of what we do. So we've got back to brick renovations, we've got minor renovations, we've got a bit of damp proofing work, and then we've got an example of a property that's on the market to be sold. Haven't got any completed rental properties in the area at the moment. It's very hit and miss. So sometimes we can have a client turn up and I'll have loads of stuff available, as in completed wise, and other times everything's been rented and out the way. So it can that side of it can be a bit hit and miss, but at least we can have a good day, good chat, show them the ropes, show them what we do, see if we can help him. So yeah, I've got that at 11, but I've also got the kids today because the mum's working. So I have to pick my daughter and son up at 8:30. I've got to drop my daughter off at horse riding in Milnrow, drive back. Then this client visit was arranged well before I was told I had the kids. So then I've had to sort someone out to look after my son for a few hours because I can't leave him on his own. And he definitely doesn't want to come driving around with me for 3 hours. So that bores the living daylights out of him. So yeah, and that's that. Then I've got the kids until 5:30. So busy day. This week we are back to normal. As said, lots of site visits. So I've got planned in Mount Pleasant, my new one on Kime Street, that's empty. Albert Street, which is a rental. Belgrave Street, which is a rental. That's it for now, but I know there's going to be more. Definitely more. I need to do the new church ones, see where they're up to. I need to sit down today and plan this week's schedule for the renovation lads. Got loads to do. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, I'm going on holiday on Sunday. Ooh. I might have put a picture here. Yeah, baby. So this time next week, I'll be up in the air on my way to Tenerife. Excited. I don't usually get excited about holidays, but it's the only real time that I get to shut off properly, holidays. So abroad, foreign holidays. Although I don't shut off because I still work for an hour or so each day, but yeah. Yes, anyway, so yeah, so we're away Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come back Friday. So for anyone that's in the UK right now, it's only 24, 25 degrees at the minute with sunshine. I know, but someone's got to have some benefits of working bloody hard. And the way I like to reward myself is with a ickle holiday. So yeah, buzzing, really can't wait, need it. And it's cheap. We like it cheap. So I'm just gonna go now, I'm just blabbering. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off my morning stuff now. Literally got to set off and get the kids in less than a half an hour. Need to eat because I'm gonna be out until 11, 12, 2 at the late, 2, 3 o'clock. So yeah, I need to pull my finger out now. Yeah, so final mention of Christmas and New Year, as it's now definitely finished. I hope everyone had a great time. I hope everyone's looking forward to 2024. I hope people are starting to realise that now is the time to buy property. So if you don't buy anything this year and we get to 2025 and you realise that you've missed out in this year, then I keep telling yous, but there's a reason why I'm buying. There's a reason why I bought during COVID. Made so much money. There's a reason I bought at the start of 2023. There's always reasons. But, you know, you can only help people so much, can't you? So, oh yeah, strained all my wrist. Don't know, don't ask, it's just killing me. So, which is great when you're always working with right hand. So anyway, see y'all next week. Or maybe not, because I might be on holiday.